Howdy everybody, it's the Soda Jerk with the sodajerk.net with another soda review. Today's soda review is Bazooka bubblegum flavored soda. Look at that, Bazooka. Bazooka. It's a fun word. Likely named after the instrument of death. It's bubblegum. Pardon me. This came out shortly after the military bazooka was created. Some of y'all of a certain age may remember Bazooka bubblegum having comics in them with Bazooka Joe, who had like an eye patch on. I don't think he's in the comics anymore. I believe I read recently, and by recently I mean 3 minutes ago, that 2012 was the last Bazooka Joe comic they included. Who was the first Batman? Michael. Why can't I think of his name? He's Beetlejuice. Oh, this is bad. I keep thinking Michael Landon, and that's not right. Several people, including the person that gave me this, are yelling his name at me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Michael Keaton. Oh, Keaton escaped me entirely. Michael Keaton has a good stand-up bit back in the 80s involving Bazooka Joe comics. So I'm sure if you just search Michael Keaton Bazooka Joe, you'll enjoy it. Anyway, this was given to me by Bobby from the B-Side Studio. I'll link his channel down below. I picked this up at a Cracker Barrel, I believe. It looks like it's a Rocket Fizz brand. Yep. So, we're going to try out some Bazooka Joe bubblegum soda. Sorry. Bazooka bubblegum flavored soda. It says bubblegum flavored on it multiple times. I don't know why they felt the need to say it that many times, but they did. We're getting to the time of year where it's very warm. And I need to turn on my air a little bit more. Let's see if this affects any of the mics. It might. But I also want to be a little more comfortable. I'm in the shade. Here are ingredients for Bazooka bubblegum flavored soda. Carbonated artisan spring water. That's so stupid. Carbonated artisan spring water. Sugar. Citric acid. Natural and artificial flavor. Ester gum. Beet juice. It's also been flash pasteurized as a natural preservative. Flash pasteurized. Flash pasteurized. Say that. Say flash pasteurized 5 times fast. Flash pasteurized. It's fun to say. This is pink. If you can't tell, let's run a light through it. Whoa. There we go. Let's get up close. Look at that. Include this into that 1998 Aerosmith song. Pink. It's pink as the sheets that you lay on. Yeah! So let's crack it open. Well, shirt's not going to work this time. My shirt is of a thinner material. I'm digging for my keys with my bottle opener if you're curious what I'm doing. My shirt is of a thinner material, so I couldn't really grip the top of it. There we go. Could I have screwed that off? No. Good to know. I feel better about myself. No screw off there. Hey, guess what that smells like? Bubblegum. It smells very strongly of bubblegum. I'm going to guess that tastes like it too. Yes. It is a bit more carbonated than I was expecting. Let's sip one, though. Three. There we go. Yeah, there's a bit more carbonation in this than I was expecting, which kind of more bubbles in the bubblegum flavoring. The carbonation adds like a bit of a harshness to it, which is a bit strange to associate with bubblegum. Flavor-wise, I will say it's a little weaker than I was expecting, but I'm kind of pleased about that. A strong bubblegum flavored soda would be easily overpowering, but this is it's not subtle by any means. But it's weak enough that I'm like, could I drink this with lunch? I'm not going to, because I don't think a bubblegum soda would pair well with much. It does give you that kind of, when you chew bubblegum and you have, like, chew bubblegum in a dish. How many pieces do you wish? And you have the juicy, like your cheeks feel juicy because of the bubblegum. It does give you that sensation. Like the flavoring kind of saturates the cheeks a bit. I had an experience as a child where I went to a discount mall. And in the middle of the discount mall, there were two kids who had a box that was about 2 feet by 2 feet in both directions. Like a big shoebox. And in it was a bunch of baseball cards. And they said for $5, you could reach in with one hand and grab as many baseball cards as you wanted. And so I did that. I was a young teenager at the time, but my hands had already gotten, fairly large. So I scooped up a ton of their baseball cards, almost to the point where I felt bad, but I didn't. I got in the car because this was midway on a road trip up to East Texas to visit some relatives. Nacogdoches, where the Marx Brothers started their comedy. Anyway, in the car, I started unpacking these baseball cards, and one was probably 14, 15, 16, 17 years old, and had bubblegum in the pack. And like an idiot, I put this easily over a decade-old bubblegum stick into my mouth, where it shattered like glass, and then immediately liquefied like the T1000, I never remember, and just kind of oozed down my throat. It was gross. It was really gross. I say that because this is liquid bubblegum, and it's reminding me of that very old memory, but enough to where part of my brain is like, you don't want to do this anymore. It tastes fine. But the act of drinking bubblegum is triggering a very specific memory in my head. And I think I'm good now. You know who else is good? Onion Hater. That's right, you thought I was going to say the name of the website. But Onion Hater is good because he got a membership. He's on the highest level as well. And that's what you get when you go to the highest level. You get shouted out at the end. So thank you, Onion Hater. Thank you. You know who else says thank you? SodaJerk.net. With over 1,000 soda reviews, the SodaJerk.net is your one-stop shop for pop reviews. Got a little bit of lore in this one. SodaJerk.net. I haven't tried them all yet.